Hello, this is Joe Vexter, Ace Reporter, and I'm coming live at 1 o'clock in a long day. I want to report something from Joseph Evaldi's hometown of Woodbridge, New Jersey. This is from former Rutgers football. I'm going to read this story right now. It's from NewJerseyMonthly.com. Table hopping. That's what it is. Written by Maggie Linas by March 1st, 2021. Former Rutgers football star Eric LeGrand to open coffee shop in Woodbridge. In 2010, LeGrand became paralyzed while making a tackle in a game. With this new endeavor, he aims to continue spreading positivity through coffee and a daily cup of belief. Written by Maggie Linas, March 1st, 2021. First off, let me say, this young man, had a lot to overcome with a disability that nearly crippled him, but he always and is always instilling hope, and especially in a great endeavor in a coffee house. And he's got a lot of competition in the area, but we all embrace a competitive nature, and when one person enters the field of coffee, it's good for coffee altogether. When one coffee house does good, they all do good. And him entering into Woodbridge coffee, it's a big thing. There's the coffee house, there's the coffee bar, and now Eric LeGrand will have his LeGrand Coffee House. Yes. I will say this. Each place is good, and I love my coffee, and I love going to different places. Not really good to others, but I know Joseph Evaldi likes going to different places, and both all have their features, and we would be willing, Joseph Evaldi would be willing to meet Eric LeGrand someday, but first, let me get to the story. 10 years ago, Eric LeGrand's life was forever changed when he experienced a life-altering spinal cord injury on the Rutgers football field. Physically, LeGrand had a lot of adjusting to do, but mentally, he has remained positive as ever. Give him credit, because a lot of people would have been devastated and would have nearly given up by the manner of what he went through, but he embraced his challenge and worked through it daily to get to where he is. And it's a big step for him to meet people and inspire them through a cup of coffee. Over the past decade, LeGrand has used his injury as a reason to continue living life to the fullest. His newest business venture, LeGrand Coffee House, is set to open in Woodbridge this summer. The online store launched in January, and since then, business has been booming. Though LeGrand is new to the world of coffee drinking, he is no stranger to inspiring people to wake up every day with a positive mindset. When people drink my coffee, it's just going to be a steady reminder of, look, what Eric is doing. Says LeGrand of his new business venture. Look how he's pushing through. Why can't I do that? Why can't I go after my goals? After reading Shoe Dog, the autobiography of Nike Phil Knight, LeGrand was inspired to take a big leap into the world of entrepreneurship. His main goal for his coffee house is to create a comfortable and accepting space for anyone who walks in the front doors. I want a community of all colors, all different races, sizes, and disabilities, says LeGrand. We caught up with LeGrand to talk about his journey, life experiences, and what he hopes to accomplish with his new coffee business. After this podcast, we're going to have Joseph Evaldi on to talk about some of his experiences in the past. It'll tie into coffee and also venture out what he is hoping to spend a lot of money on coffee and Patreon and a lot more, and also not for promotion, but his experience of what he felt going to Starbucks and much, much more. Table hopping. It's been 10 years since your injury. What has been the most important thing you've learned since then? EL. Just being able to appreciate the little things in life and enjoy the people that are around you. The opportunities that come about, don't take them for granted, because everything can be taken away from us in the snap of a finger. Live life with a purpose. TH. Do you have a specific moment that you hold close to your heart from your injury to now? EO. Being able to give a commencement speech at Rutgers in 2014 and getting my degree in labor relations, putting that diploma on the wall for my mom, and being able to share my story with 50,000 people out there, and being in 2012 when I won the Jimmy V Award for Perseverance at the ESPYs and got to share my story with the world. That was pretty cool. TH. what has made you stay so positive to get where you are today? Yeah. When you see people around you that are in similar situation as you, but they don't have the same support that you have, it kind of puts things into perspective for you. You say, I don't have it as bad as I think. And I'm blessed with what I do have. Excuse me for burping. TH. And you've done so much that positivity since your accident, including Team LeGrand. Yeah. Yes. That was formed in 2013. And we partnered up with the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. I truly believe in their mission today's care, tomorrow's cure, to find a cure for paralysis. In the meantime, it's just educating people about spinal cord injuries and helping with how to deal with them. I'm proud to say we've raised over $2 million since starting. Now you're starting, lost my page. TH. Now you're starting a new business venture. LeGrand Coffee House. What made you want to open your own cafe? Yeah. An opportunity presented itself in my hometown of Woodbridge this past summer. And my friends would always be sending pictures of their coffee drinks in our group chat. I was never a big coffee drinker, but why not try to create my own cafe vibe? I want to give people that daily cup of belief, because it's a reminder to live life to the fullest. Has this idea been in the works for a while? Yeah. Since last July, we've been building a team together to see how we can actually execute a game plan and a business plan for this to launch our online store on January 12th. TH. Have you been doing well since the online launch? Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been trying to keep up with all the demand, which is a good problem to have. I'm learning. TH. What kind of atmosphere do you hope to create at LeGrand Coffee House when you open the store this summer? I hope it will be a place where the community can come together over a cup of coffee, putting differences aside, leave all your problems at the door type of thing when you come in, and just enjoy yourself and take your mind away from everything. TH. What other items will you have in the store? Right now we have our single origin coffees Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Sumatra on the site. We will have some food choices for breakfast and lunch, but I'm looking forward to exploring all different types of coffee, flavoring, and all that, because it's new to me as well. I had my first cup of coffee in August. It's a big world out there in terms of coffee. Yeah, I haven't had all these different flavors and all that. I've been drinking regular coffee, either black or with some cream and sugar, but I haven't gotten into that pumpkin spice latte or peppermint mocha yet. I'm excited to grow our staff and tell them, hey, this is my first time trying this, so it's your job to impress me. What's something you want people to know about your journey? I want people to know about my legacy as a guy that never gave up, who was dealt the cards he was dealt and made the best out of it, no matter excuse me 1:30 at night, getting a little tired. And I was drinking coffee to keep me awake. No matter the situation, I am genuinely happy, and what you see is what you get with me. I wake up with a smile on my face every morning, and I'm just so thankful for the people that I have around me and the continued support I receive on a daily basis. LeGrand Coffee House, set to open in late summer in Woodbridge. The online store is now open, where you can purchase LeGrand Coffee House gear and freshly roasted coffee, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and some of your favors. Check out LeGrand's personal website to shop his merchandise and read more about his story. Click here to leave a comment. Read more table hopping articles. And again, the writer of this article is Maggie Linas, March 1st, 2021. We're going to have Joseph Ivaldi come on the podcast right now. And I'm Joe Vaxerates reporter, but we're going to have Joseph Ivaldi come on the podcast right now to discuss about Patreon. Not Patreon, buymeacoffee.com. What he is putting money towards in his venture and much, much more. And he'll also tell you a story of his experience when he went for coffee before the coronavirus. Hello, I am Joseph Ivaldi. And first off, I want to congratulate Eric LeGrand for opening his coffee house, or soon to be opening his coffee house in Woodbridge. I know Woodbridge, personally, is a town with a lot of attitude. Maybe I was the cause for it. I don't know. Probably not. But maybe it was there before. But let's just say this. I remember going to coffee shops before. I'm mentioning names, but I remember having a disability going to places. Let's just say, for example, maybe 2019, I was so ego-driven, it wasn't even funny, I didn't care, I lost sight of my focus and everything, needed the help and the therapy to get through it. Remember before the pandemic, I walked to Starbucks. I didn't walk to Starbucks, but I went to Starbucks. And I had the paranoia of what drink to order. Because if it was a vanilla, it would mean one thing. If it was a French vanilla, it would mean another. If it was a caramel, it would mean another. Like, I had these notions, delusions in my head, and, some people would handle it the wrong way. Some people would get offended. Some people would get upset. I kept on going to coffee houses and, maybe not getting the drink that I wanted, and I was getting upset. I had the disability on hand, and I was acting with the disability, and, it was no good, and, wherever I went, I got upset. It's like people would not welcome me anywhere. Sometimes it shows at times, but when you have a disability and you go somewhere and you're stressed out, it shows. Now, I'm happy that LeGrand is opening this coffee house for people like myself and people who are struggling with these disabilities, that are afraid to go into these classy places, and they feel like if they act out, they feel the paranoia, that they don't fit in. Who has gone to these places and, they feel that they haven't fit in? Yes, and, maybe you fit in with, some people. I'll tell you, not all coffee house owners are bad. I'm not saying that. Because one actually helped and changed me and helped me out a lot. I gave him a shout out in my book. But, I thank him. But, it's like, you have it's like, it's like, you have animosity going into places. You don't feel welcome. At least here, you're welcome, and you feel welcomed. At least that's the take that I get to it, and it's gonna bring me into my next topic of interest. And yes, this is News with Joe Vexter, but I am Joseph Vivaldi, and reporting on why I want to raise money for Patreon or buy me a coffee or something like that. Part of it, I'll omit. Part of it is to recruit from dead or stuff like that, but part of it, especially the buy me a coffee part, is, hey, I can use extra cash to buy coffee, and I could put it towards a coffee house, and I wouldn't mind doing business with a coffee house that is supporting something good. Now, I'm not saying others aren't supporting anything, they're supporting something, but I want to help out a good atmosphere for coffee. Now, I could be going to many different coffee shops and give money to either a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks, but I much rather support the local coffee shops in and out of town, neighboring town, I would say. Simply because when you give money to local companies, it helps the community. Now, maybe they're building so much, or I don't know, but I don't know. However, I do know this: there are communities to help, and I appreciate that somebody is willing to accept people from wherever they come from. Yes, my buycoffee.com, what I am donating 10% to that page will be on the disaster in Texas. But when I go for coffee, and I know I will go here, my coffee will go towards the cause that he's supporting, because I know he's going to put his money towards it. And I know if I go to the coffee house in Edison, he'll put his money to donate to, and also the coffee bar too. So I am a fan of coffee, but I don't rule out any coffee house. I know they're all good and they've helped me out in every way. But I know that each person who's helped got me to where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the advice that I got from the new owner of the coffee house. Also, each one has helped me the way I needed. But all I'll say is it's going to good people. That's all I have to say. And should I make money, I wouldn't mind helping the people in Texas out too from their travesty. We live in a world that needs to be more caring. And I know maybe I was angry, but heck, I don't want to be angry. I want to be one of those guys who has something nice to say about everyone, depending on their situation. Maybe I lost sight of that, but all I know is that I have good people to support me and to support this brand, and I wouldn't mind sitting down and having coffee with LeGrand and interviewing him. Maybe have that interview on the Joseph Vivaldi Network or the Joseph Vivaldi blog, or maybe do a podcast with him. I don't know. You know, it would be good. I mean, I remember one time I gave a tweet and I was trying to connect Lex Luger, the professional wrestler, with Eric LeGrand, because I felt that at the time he needed the motivation. I don't know if those two ever met, but I know Lex Luger was somebody who went through a lot of trials and tribulations. But I sent the tweet and I was trying to get them to connect. I don't know if that ever happened, but I know that they both were in crippling situations. And the statement of the world right now is, with COVID, we are in crippling situations. Sometimes we need to accept our crippling and have faith and believe and persevere. It's what keeps me going. And this is News with Joe Vexter. I'm Joseph Vivaldi and signing off. But thank you, everyone, for your support. I wouldn't be podcasting right now. I wouldn't be blogging. I wouldn't be writing if it wasn't for people who believed. Now, I am lucky. Not too many people get that support system. But I'm lucky. I used to be angry and frustrated and everything else. But I'm at peace with it. I plan on doing a lot more. And I pray that my podcasting too, my writing, and everything I do will be an inspiration that you can overcome. And you can. As LeGrand said, believe. Have a good night, folks.